Let's see. Is this gonna work? Good morning, good morning. All right, look at this. I see video. Yay. All right. Let's click the go live. Bum, bum, bum. Good morning, good morning. Woo! I'm so excited. So excited. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let me figure this out. First time live on Facebook. All right, sweet. Sweet, sweet. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Sorry for the slow start here. This is my first time streaming on Facebook. I feel like I'm doing it against all odds right now because I have, oops, hang on. Oh, the joys of learning how to stream. Hang on, guys. Give me just a moment here. I want to try to get some people in here. Just a minute to get started. Whoops, that's not what I want. What do I want? Where am I going? How is everyone today? My apologies for the late start because it's not a normal week for me, so it's been quite hectic. My daughter is home on break, and I'm usually more punctual than this. I am usually going to be more punctual than this, but let's see. Let's go here. This is what I want. All right. We'll keep that over there, and I will check that to see. All right. Welcome, welcome. It's been a slow going morning, but those are sometimes the best mornings. I got my daughter home still on winter break, and we had a nice breakfast together. And although I thought I'd start streaming on time, it didn't happen because, you know, the intricacies of going live for the first time. I've been streaming on that other platform that's popular for gaming. Do I dare say it? Twitch. But this is my first time live with you guys on Facebook, so it took me a couple extra minutes and then a couple extra daughter requests before I got started. So, but I am happy to be here, and I will be here for the next couple of hours. So stick around, pop in here and there if you can. This is going to be fun. Oops. You know what? Let's cancel that. I don't know if I should do that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Sorry. I don't want to accidentally disconnect you guys. That would not be fun. All right. So, this morning I'm going to do my island expeditions and get those over with. Lately they feel more like a chore than anything. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. But I used to do these with a friend, and, well, I'm not playing with that friend anymore. So I've been doing it in the just getting thrown in with randoms, and sometimes it's really good, goes really well, and sometimes it's sometimes it's a disaster. So let's see what it's going to be this morning. I'm going to do the heroics so that hopefully I only have to do 4. Hopefully I only have to do 4 islands. You're going to see me run back and forth. I usually click on the table and then I go to Phil. I run all the way back to Phil. He's the repair guy. Because when an island finishes, as you may or may not know if you play Warcraft, it after an island expedition it drops you off where it picked you up. So I always come stand over by Phil here. He's my buddy. He's my repair buddy after island expeditions. And I know I probably shouldn't stand in the way. I feel like I'm in the way all the time. But that way when I'm done with the islands and get popped back out, he'll be right there to repair because I usually have to repair after. But I'm here with my coffee. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I don't know about you, but I still need some coffee. I still need some coffee. Coffee. All right. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Let's see if it's going to be a good run or a so-so run. What is this? Jorundall. I haven't done this one that many times. I'm not as familiar with the islands as I should be, and I kind of wish they weren't so fast-paced. I mean, it's kind of cool to race. If you're not familiar with the islands, it's a race against who can mine the most azurite, the Alliance or the Horde. And the Horde are NPCs. This is an instance, like a dungeon. And so you play against NPCs. And you try to collect your azurite. It's locked. Okay. Holy crap, he's pulling a lot of stuff. Oh, I should have killed these guys. Holy crap. I'm getting slaughtered here. Oh, I can see how this is going to go. Oh, when people pull so much. Let's see. Okay, you know what, you stupid frost. I'll give you a warning. I promised myself I wasn't going to swear too much on my feed, but when I'm starting to get slaughtered, you will very likely see me swear a bit, and I apologize for that. So, whoa, whoops, I hit the wrong key. Don't you hate when you do that? So if you do have little ears around, I can't promise I won't let something slip. I try. My goal is to be so laid back like some of the other players I watch. They're just like, you don't even know that they die because they're just so laid back about it. And that is my eventual goal. I want to be that laid back about dying. I want to be that laid back about, getting killed. I'm very, oh, they're both going in opposite directions. What the heck? Um, I am still very new to Warcraft, and so I still get very excited about stuff, including, oh shoot, being killed. Look at this. Oh my goodness. But the goal of these islands, and I'm talking like this because I've got some friends and family who may pop in and they don't know about Warcraft. But the goal is to mine and collect the azurite and kill. You get azurite from killing things too. And it's very fast paced if you can't tell. Like you're constantly are killing stuff. And one of the things I really like about Warcraft, though, is some of the more laid back stuff. So I really wish I want to come into these islands and I want to come into these islands and like check them out better. I want to feel like I'm not racing around all the time. That's one of the things I don't like about the islands. I wish they were a little less fast paced so that um, I wish they were a little less fast paced so I could just do some exploring. I love exploring Azeroth. And most people, they like the fights. That's their thing, and I don't mind them. But I play a lot at night in the evenings, and I'm tired in the evenings, and sometimes I don't want to concentrate. You know, I want to just do something laid back. So I do a lot of pet battling sometimes. And some of the low key stuff, run old dungeons sometimes, try and get some mounts or pets, that type of thing. So, there we go. Alright, alright, alright. So, where are you guys going? So sometimes I'm not always up for this fast-paced stuff, and honestly, doing islands at night sometimes is just way too much for me. It really is. So, I actually tried recording one of these videos at night, and I was doing some islands, and oh, it was one of the worst. I wasn't live, but it was one of the worst broadcasts ever because I was just so tired. Okay, target, come on. Why not? Why don't I have a target? All right, did we get the big? We must have got the big thing, huh? Oh, here comes the horde. Here comes the horde. Where are we going? We're gonna gotta fight the horde. And remember, in this instance, the horde is, they're NPCs. But they still can hit like a MF sometimes. I love the dialogue. Team Deathmatch. I earned an achievement. What kind of achievement is that? I'm going to have to check that out when this is done. Team Deathmatch. Wow, I must have killed a lot of stuff or something. not fair. Yeah, we are pretty horrible. I love the dialogue on this stuff sometimes. Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. See, I've explained this on that other streaming platform already, but for people who may not know here on Facebook, I haven't been playing Warcraft that long. Less than a year, maybe I'm gonna guess like 8 months, maybe. And I started out playing on somebody else's account. They were kind enough to let me try it out there because you can play Warcraft for free up to level 20, but after level 20, did they go in? They went into the, no they didn't. Who's gonna go? Let's just jump in. It's a portal. We should go into the portal. Let's go in, guys. I'm going in. You go into these portals and you can kill the special boss in here. And I think it makes you eligible for other things. Other prizes and loot. Prizes. Listen to me. Prizes. Loot. See, I'm still learning the terminology. It's fun though. I love this game. I haven't been so excited about a game in a long time. I'm not a gamer. I've played some games here and there over the years, but haven't really stuck with much. And the games that I did play were more like chatty type games, like Sims, Second Life. Woohoo! There we go. And I got a sack of plunder. Oh, and I got a pet. Thunder Scale Whelpling. I don't know if they have one of those. I've got some whelplings. I'm gonna have to take a look. Let's take a look. See? Pops me out back by my buddy Phil. Let's repair, Phil. All right, let's take a look. I got, oops, it's in my bags. I got a whelpling. Oh, see, 1 of 3. So that means I don't have a Thunder Scale whelpling yet, do I? I thought I might have. I've got several whelplings. I just want to take a quick look and see. Oh, I do have. See, look at that. I've got a Thunder Scale whelpling. Level 18. Sweet. Well, it's cool getting a duplicate because I hope to, my goal is to give you guys, to do some giveaways and give you guys the extras. Well, sweet. I don't really want to learn him right now. But you know what? I also don't want to take a chance at getting another one and not being able to pick it up. Sometimes that happens. You can only have one in your bag. So let me go dump him. Let me go dump him in my bank real quick, and then we're going to go back and do another island. And I want to look at that achievement and see what I got. A death match. Because a death match achievement just does not sound like my kind of thing, but let us parley. Alright, toss that in there real quick. Just in case it's one of those things where I can't pick up another one. Alright. Let's go back to the table and get in another queue for another island. And I want to see what that achievement was. I'm really curious. Oh wait, before I do that, let me look at the achievement. Team Deathmatch. Slay all of the Horde champions listed below. Sweet! Look at how many Horde people I've killed on the islands. Woohoo! Oh, that's sneaky Pete. He's a MF, man. Let me tell you. He's sneaky and he's sweet. I didn't even know that was an achievement. That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna queue up for another heroic. We'll run back to Phil. I've had good luck. Like I got that Thunderscale whelp bling. I've had good luck with pets on the islands. It's the mounts. It's the mounts that don't do well at. I was almost gonna swear there again. It's the mounts that I don't do well with. I only have received one new mount. Only have received one new mount from the islands. It was the surf jelly. So it's a water mount. It can only be used in the water, and therefore I haven't really used it. I have another water mount that I really, really like. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. I really like the dark water skate that you can get from the Dark Moon Fair. And I like it because it's a water mount and you can only use it underwater, but it works with like just your head sticking up above water, so you don't have to worry about the running out of breath thing. But you can still use it because the mount itself and most of your body is underwater. And so it's a faster way to travel. And I still need to get one of those water walkers. I know that's not the name of it, but you know what I mean. There, right there, that thing, whatever that is, the skater. I forget what it's called. They walk on water. And which one is this? Oh, the dread chain. Have I been here before? I don't know if I've been here before. The dread chain. This might be my first time here. Huh. Cool. Cool, cool. But I need one of those water skaters that walks on water. I still haven't invested in that yet. I need to upgrade my mounts, actually. I want to get that mount. I want to get the repair mount that you pop up. I forget what it's called, that mammoth thing that you can use you pop it on to repair. It needs looting, boys. Hop, hop to it. I love the dialogue. Oh, I've played with people who don't give a crap about that stuff, but I love that stuff. It makes me laugh. I love it. I love the lore, though. I love the lore. The lore is awesome. Right now, I am reading Arthas. I'm almost finished with it. It's due back to the library on Saturday, so I've got to take it back. And I got to get it done. But man, that book, these characters, I love the lore. Arthas is something else, man. Something else. Something else. I don't know, what is this? I don't know what that is. Where are people going? They're going over here. What I'm really excited to learn about, I mean, I was excited to learn about Arthas, but I'm also really excited to learn about Sylvanas, because I know she's the evil, right? She's the evil queen here in Warcraft, but I don't know her backstory, right? Like, I don't know why she's so evil. I kind of do. I know, like, the Cliff Notes version, but I really need to learn her backstory, and I'm at that part in the Arthas book where I'm learning her backstory, and I was falling asleep reading it last night, and it's not because it was boring, it's because I was so freaking tired. But yeah, I mean, oh, you guys, come on. Yeah, I'm really excited to learn more about Sylvanas because that's one thing I'm personally interested in. Um, I don't have Target. Come on. Whatever. Oh, sometimes these add-ons, they're great, but they also get on my nerves. Come on. Jesus, die already. Wow. All right. Shadowy darkness. I think I would call it something else, but yeah, shadowy darkness. All right. I can get on board with that. Oh, here's the horde again. Here's the horde. I wish I could say horde like the voice actress does who plays Sylvanas. She's got a great voice. She's got a great voice. Perfect for the character. Perfect for the character. She's amazing. Where are they? She's amazing. Wow. I'm just running my mouth for you guys, but man, I'm like, gotta focus on what the hell I'm doing here. Oh, oh, and I died. Look at that. See, I'm not paying attention. Shit. All right. Shoot, I didn't even see what I have. Are they gonna res me? Paladin. I betcha. Shoot. I think I goofed up. I think the paladin was gonna resurrect me. That's okay. I can repair here. I have this thing about repairing. So, okay, where are they? Up this path. Did you hear that? Stop poking me! I love it. Oh my goodness. Freaking love it. Stop poking me. Sneaky Pete. That damn Sneaky Pete. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright, where are we going next, guys? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. See anything back here, guys? I think we're done in here. I'm in combat. How am I in combat? I swear that's like a bug. It bugs me. Let's try to mount up. I'm still in combat. What the heck? open this now, or is it still locked? Where are you guys going? Oh, Sneaky Pete. Where the you know, these guys are enough. I don't want to deal with the horde too. Go mow you down. Not if I can help it. Not if I can help it, damn it. Love it. Holy crap. Oh, there's Sneaky Pete. Oh, you running away? Don't run away from me. See? Don't mess with us, guys. Seriously. It's not too far away. Come on. Alright. Oh, and they both go in different directions. I hate when that happens. I hate when we don't stick together as a team. They each have their own idea of where they want to go. And then usually when I used to play with my friend, you know, I'd always stick with him if the other person would go off in the other direction. But when you play with two randoms and you have no allegiance to either of them, you know, I don't know where the other guy went. Oh my god, but I'm gonna die. What the hell? Flashing red. Why am I flashing red? Hey, look at that. We won. Woohoo! Glowing azurite crystal. So no toys or anything, but it's okay. It's okay. Fancy some bits and bobs. Alright, let's do it again. 2 more times. actually don't mind the island expeditions. It's excuse me. It's some of the other things that have gotten, like, I can understand people who think the game is repetitious. Excuse me, man, I'm hiccuping. I've kind of stopped, and I know I shouldn't, but I haven't really been doing the faction assaults as much as I should. It's just the same grind over and over. I just spilled coffee on myself. Guess that means I need more coffee. What do you guys think, huh? Do you like the islands? Do you like the faction assaults? I think the faction assaults are interesting. I just wish there was a little more variety in them. It seems to be the same quests all the time that we need to complete for the assaults. And I just wish they were a little more varied. Because then I tend to do the same ones as well too, because there's some I like better than others. What do we got? A hunter and a demon hunter. I like the demon hunters. Do you guys like the demon hunters? I like the demon hunters. I have a demon hunter. I don't consider my demon hunter my main because I like playing the vengeance demon hunter, which is the tank. And honestly, I'm just chicken shit to tank. If I could learn to tank and be confident in it, I might main a demon hunter, but I'm not, I don't have that confidence, you know? So I don't do it, but I created a demon hunter to, it's great for survivability, and I really like my questing, and I do a lot of questing on my own, right? I don't have a big group of friends in WoW, so I do a lot of questing by myself, and I had read that the Vengeance Demon Hunter, you know, a tank, obviously the survivability is going to be better. And so, yeah. So, and it's great. I love the Demon Hunters, though. They have some very cool things. Some very cool things. That abilities like glide. Glide is awesome. Glide, I have a really fun time with in WoW. I love being able to just jump off a mountain. I love to be able to just jump off a mountain. If I get stuck somewhere, and it's happened a couple times, where I've been stuck, and if it had been any other character, that I would have died. But because I was a demon hunter, I could just jump off, and glide my butt down. Oh, yeah. They're fun. They're fun to play. I like the demon hunters. I like my demon hunter, and we'll have to do that one day. I mean, I'm playing the islands. I'm playing the islands on my main. I main a Beastmaster hunter, and I play the islands on my main because I don't want anybody to expect me to tank. And so the only time I've taken my demon hunter through an island is when I was playing with my friend, because he didn't expect me to tank. You know, and it was kind of like two of us against somebody else, so the random that got pulled in with us. So he didn't expect me to tank. Oh, here's the horde again. Why don't I have a target? Dorp. Oh my goodness, this thing. This pyromatic. Holy crap. Did you see that? That Dorp. Was the Dorp guy that pulled me over? Damn. Sneaky Pete. Oh my goodness. Is that the demon hunter? Pulling all this stuff. Oh no, the demon hunter brought more friends. Oh, I love when I... Oh, and the horde is here too. Oh, great. Let's pull a bunch of shit and fight the horde. Oh, be easier to loot when you're dead. Sorry, I know that's obnoxious for me to do that, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Right? People are always saying you got to find your child self, right? Like connect with your inner child more. This is me connecting with my inner child. This is, you know, I thought long and hard on whether I wanted to do this or not. You know, because trying to be a streamer isn't necessarily the best or most secure anything. I think there's a lot of negative. But I decided I'm having too much fun, and it's a time in my life where I need to give this a try. So I'm connecting with my inner child, and I am hoping it's going to help in a lot of different ways. My life, enrich my life. I'm hoping it enriches my life in ways I never thought it could. Man, see, the horde never dies. They're back. Blow you down. Take that. Wow. Holy crap. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah, it is, 'cause I keep getting feared. Not anymore. It's not too far away. There, took Golly down. Oh, I thought I took Golly down. Damn it. I thought I took that bird down. Oh, I'm gonna die. I don't know if my team followed me. I don't know if my team followed me. Yeah, this was a bad decision on my part. Woo! How about that? 2 deaths in one stream. Oh, how's that for a premiere Facebook stream? Oh my goodness. Too funny. If you can't laugh at your own death, you're not living life. Or you're not enjoying Warcraft, one or the other. I used to be really. I used to hate dying. You know, it was one of those things. Where are they? Oh man, they're all the way across the island. Holy crap. Alright. You know what? I better fight him because on islands, they don't disappear. Usually I can outrun something, but I can't outrun something on an island. Oh, the fucking horde. Sorry for my language. I gotta get out of here before the horde catches up with me. I'm not really sure where I'm going. Is that where they are? Are they by the horde? Let's go this way. You're welcome. Oh, fear, don't make me jump off the mountain. I'm in combat. Okay. I'm in Watch. I tried to get away from the horde. Is that where they're going? Are they going to the horde? They're going to the horde. There's Sneaky Pete. We love our Sneaky Pete. I love that line. It'll be easier to loot when you're dead. That's true. It's easier to loot when they're dead. But ha. Battered Twilight Scale. Leave the island. Am I still getting... It sounded like I was still in combat. Alright, so... Sweet. I got some stuff. I got a quest. The worn scale of a Twilight Dragon. It has seen many years of fighting. The Twilight Dragons were thought to have been defeated with the fall of Sinestra. How were there so many on the island, and who is leading the flight? Solve the riddle. Okay. Travel safely now. Let's see some doubloons. This item begins a quest. Alright, so how many was that now? 3? We got one more, I think. Oh, there's the Love Rocket. That is a very rare mount for the Valentine's Day event. And usually I am very gung ho about participating in the events. I did the, excuse me, the Hollow's End, trying for, you know, fighting the Headless Horseman boss. I did that every day faithfully on several characters and some of the other ones. But this one, I don't know. I'm not feeling the Valentine's Day stuff. Um, yeah, I don't know. Supposedly that rocket's so rare, and I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. It's actually the first one I've seen in game. I haven't even seen anybody. Usually around Halloween, everybody brings out their Headless Horseman mounts if they have them, because that mount is really rare too. First Love Rocket I've seen. All right, one more. I think we can do one more. Let's do one more. And then I will have did my quota for the week. Go back to my buddy Phil. I probably should be doing that event. There's some pets, like I think a goblin that's like a cupid or something. And usually I'm all about the pets, the battle pets. I just haven't been motivated. I need to get back to motivated because I've been lazy. Most of it's been because my daughter's missed so much school this month because of the weather. We've had some, sub-zero temperatures and snow and ice, and today's another day that's supposed to be pretty dicey and icy. But it's her winter break right now, last day of her winter break. But she's been off so much, and when she's off, she likes to do her iPad. And so a lot of times we'll spend an hour or so, me on my computer, her on her iPad. But usually I do low-key things at that time. I farm stuff, I do pet battles, things that I can be interrupted, right? Because when you have a kid, as most parents know, there's a lot of interruptions. So I don't do, I don't do a lot of the newer questing for the new expansion or any dungeons or anything like that, because I don't want to be in the middle of something and her need me for something. And even with this, even with the streaming, I mean, we've turned this streaming time. I told her it was very important for Mama to get started with this. And so we had a nice breakfast together, cooked breakfast actually. I cooked some eggs and toast, and we had cereal and yogurt and things like that. And oh, you're not get. Oh, all right, I'll get it. Somebody get it. I guess he saw me going toward it. Oh. Oh, wow, look at this guy. Oops, I pressed the wrong damn button. I hate when I do that. Oh, and I pressed the freaking wrong button again. Oh my goodness. I am butterfingers today, aren't I? Wow. I didn't even see who I'm playing with. We're playing with a paladin and a druid. Oh, I guess I knew the druid. I guess I knew the druid. A boomkin. Boom, boom, boomkin. Y'all doing the Azurite? There we go. Alright. Now where to, guys? Where'd the druid go? I love those boomkins. I want a druid. Actually, my very first character was a druid. When I first got started, let me tell that story. When I first got started in WoW, a friend of mine introduced me to WoW, and a friend of mine let me use, he had multiple accounts. And he let me use one of his accounts, set up a character in one of his accounts. Holy crap, look at that. Wow. Did you see that? Savage Sharp Claw. That is pretty freaking cool. But anyway, oh, they're going in different directions. He had let me use. Where are you going? I'm coming. He had let me use one of his accounts. And I gotta tell you, when I first started WoW, I was so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed because there is a lot to learn in this game. There really is. There's a lot to learn. Oh my goodness. It just pulled me in. Did you see that? Wow. Okay. It's not too far away. Ouch. Reminds me of E.T. Phone Home, right? Ouch. Didn't E.T. used to say that? Ouch. Ouch. Right? Isn't that an E.T. thing? Anyway, I was talking about getting started. It's very overwhelming. I felt overwhelmed anyway when I started WoW. And so I relied on him for guidance. And he's like, well, what do you like? Right? Like, what do you. And I told him I liked, he told me there were healers and, warriors and, I mean, he kind of gave the ran through. And I said, I kind of like the idea of being a healer. I like, goes along with the, like in the crystals and all that woo woo stuff. And, he, so he suggested a druid. Out of all the healers, he suggested a druid. And so that's what I did. I created a druid, and I honestly missed that character. I don't have that character because it was on his account. And, but I also didn't like playing it, and I'll tell you why. Because, oh man. Am I alone here? Where'd my team go? No, I'm not. Okay. See, I'm talking again and not concentrating. Oh, he's behind that thing. I can't see him. There, target. Go for him. Take him down. Oof. Damn it. Where'd everybody else go? I don't see them here. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. I'm like, why am I? I can't be the only one here. Okay, so anyway, I didn't like playing the druid, and I'll tell you why. Because I created the druid, and he boosted it. And I understand why, right? To play... Oh my goodness. So I could play at the end game content. Oh, right? So I get why he did it. But then I found myself suddenly... What the hell? Oh, I pressed the wrong freaking button. Man, I am Little Miss Butterfingers today. He boosted it so we could play endgame content. And I was just super overwhelmed. I had, you know, what, a dozen spells or more that... Did anybody start the Azerite detector? Seriously, like, it was overwhelming. I had all these spells to learn. I barely knew the game, let alone all these spells, what they did, how everything worked. And because I was playing on his account, I didn't feel comfortable logging on as much as I would have if it had been my own account. So I wasn't really playing that much, yet I was being thrown into situations on this top level character, and it just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. So then we created rogues, and we had, I swear to goodness, one of my best nights, one of my fondest memories. It probably won't be funny to you guys because it's one of those things where I think you have to be there to really appreciate it. But one of my fondest memories is did somebody die? Did one? It's just as one of my fondest memories is the first time we created rogues. We had the best names, and we had so much fun running through that we were night elves. Oh, whoops. Where are we going? We were night elves, so it was what, the forest. Let's forget the starting area of the night elves, but we just we had the best time. You know, there was no pressure, and we stopped and took a break, just to chat, and this other player walked up to us and, you know, commented that he really liked our names, and started like emoting with us, and so we started emoting back to him, and the three of us, me, my friend, and this other player that we never met before, we all had a dance party. Just a very random dance party in the forest as like level ones. I mean, he was this other dude was leveling too, and he's like, "Let me come back on my main," and he's like, "You guys are fun, you know, you want to join our guild?" And we actually declined joining the guild because, you know, we were going to do our own thing. But it was hilarious. I was laughing so hard that I was crying over this because it was just fun. But the fun stopped because my friend also, like a day or so later, he boosted those characters up to 110. And so I was in the same situation again, still very new to the game and still overwhelmed with all these spells that I had to learn and whatnot. So we didn't go very far with the rogues. And I actually branched out. That was after a couple months of this, right? Playing, we were playing maybe once or twice a week. It really wasn't that much because it was only when he wanted to play and I didn't sign on or log on or play the game without him. It was his account, right? So I just felt weird about doing that. But I loved WoW. I loved WoW, even though I was being put in situations I didn't love. And so I created my own account because I needed to learn things for myself, like how to use the map, how to read a dungeon map, how to do all kinds of stuff, which when we played together, he was doing all that stuff and I wasn't doing any of it, you know. So I was just following along, the lost little puppy following along. So that's when I really got into WoW, and I think that was in August. I finally created my own account, so I felt comfortable going on whenever I wanted. And that's when the awesomeness began. Whoa, oh my goodness, holy crap. Am I gonna die on this island too? I thought maybe, just maybe I could get through this one without dying, but maybe not. Oh, why am I, oh, why'd I pull that spider? Shit. Sorry, I don't mean to swear, you guys. I'm gonna end up dying here. Just a bit more. So I would say, what, August? August-ish? I've only been playing since August, and I freaking love it. But it really took me branching out on my own. There we go. Sweet. And I got the coin. Oh, and see? Oh, I got a couple things. Cool. Let's go check those out. Let's go check those out. Fix me, Phil. Whoops. Fix me. Let's get out of the way and let's see what I got here. So, coin pouch. I got what is that? Like a shield or something held in offhand. That I don't use that. Binds when equipped. Some kind of chest piece. See, I would rather have the pets or a mount than this stuff. What am I going to do with this stuff? I'm going to pass it to my demon hunter to disenchant. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I might try it on the auction house to see how it goes. Might try it on the auction house. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so guys, you've got me for another hour. Let me think of what we can do next. I'm going to step away very briefly. I have to use the restroom. So let me park. Where can I be out of the way of everybody? There we go. All right. I am going to step away for just a minute, okay, to use the restroom. I will be back and we will finish playing we got about another hour. Be right back. All right, and I am back. Quick potty break, quick check in with my daughter, make she's doing okay. All right. I was thinking, I mean, if you guys don't have any suggestions, I think there's no assaults or anything going on right now. I think I'm going to go to my garrison, clean that stuff up real quick, if you guys don't mind, and then maybe we'll still have time to run through an old dungeon for a mount attempt or something. So let's go to my garrison. I love the garrisons. Do you guys love the garrisons as much as I do? Can you tell I love everything about Warcraft? The garrisons, it's like a home. I love it. It's my own private space, and as an introvert, my garrison, I love it. I love it because people can only visit you if they're in a party, and then they can come visit you. Oops. But otherwise, it's your own private oasis inside WoW. And I love it. Love it, love it. So I clicked my cache to get my garrison resources. Let's go see who's in the pet menagerie today. Have I fought these guys yet? Wow, look at them. Oh, they're all mechanical. They kind of look like look like Transformers. That's funny. I haven't battled those guys yet. We'll collect that. I want to do a pet battle. Guys, watch me battle these pets. What are these guys called? Oh, Protectron. Protectron and Blingtron. Okay, well, I'm going to have to Google these guys because I haven't fought these guys yet. I don't think I have, actually. Let me check. It doesn't look like I have a saved team. I had more saved teams, and then my computer went wonky, and I had to get it repaired, and they wiped everything. So, okay. Protectron, Blingtron. Let's see what tips they got on Google to beat these guys, and we can give it a try. I like doing the battles in my... Yeah, a lot of people solo their pet battles with the ruby droplets, and I don't have one of those. I don't. And maybe I need to look into getting one of those. Robo flag. That makes them take damage as if they were critters. Best way to counter this is with elemental type pets, which use beast abilities. A Cinder Kitten. I've got a Cinder Kitten. I don't think Cinder Kitten's at 25 yet, though. I didn't get as far with my pet battles during the pet event as I wanted to. Oh, Tarot Claw Hatchling, which I do have, but again, I don't think I made it up to... I don't think that one made it up to 25. No, see, it's a 19. I didn't get my pets up as... I wanted to get more up to 25 than I actually did, and I leveled a lot. Like, I don't have any ones, and I mean blue ones. I was only leveling my blues, my rares, and I don't have any. They're all at least 10 and higher. So I leveled a lot. I just didn't get all the way up to 25. I got a few up to 25 that I really wanted to do. Solo pet, level 25 rare, Tarot Claw Hatchling. You know, that's probably why I got was leveling the Tarot Claw because I've seen that it's good in fights like this, but it's not level 25, so it's not going to help me. Okay. Well, what kind of Tarot Claw has a claw, dodge, nature's ward, restores health. So we could do strong versus, they're saying like critter damage. They're saying elementals, but see my Cinder Kitten's only a 17. This one is mentioned too, and it's only a 17. I should have did a better job. I should have did a better job leveling up some of my pets. Maybe I'll do this later, because I'm not sure. I got this one. It's elemental. Strong versus critters. I could do that. I did level this idol, which I've heard is really good on a lot of the pet battles. I got him up to 25. And everybody else. Well, you know what? I don't know. We want to give it a try with this with this team. It may not be the best. Oops. It may not be the best team. Let's give it a try. What the heck? And if I lose, we'll do something else. I'll figure out a better team later if this one doesn't do it very well. Alright, so Creeping Ooze. Damage lasts 3 rounds. That's a good one. Oh, I guess I should have made sure some of these were switched. Alright, well, let's start with this one. Corrosion. Magical Ooze. Oof. It's pretty strong against this guy, though. Holy... What the heck? Is that my guy that did that? I don't remember that ability. Wow. Alright. Let's put some Creeping Ooze on him. This Transformer looking dude. And we'll do Corrosion again. Ooh. He's dead. That's okay. We'll bring in the idol and see. Let's see what the idol does. Only a 40% hit chance. Oh, that's not very good. Oh, but look at that Sandstorm. Wow, that was really strong against him, wasn't it? Wow. Oh, well, that was a wasted block. Okay, hang on 1 second, guys. Let me go mute for 1 second. Oh, to be a kid again. I told her Mama's streaming and we had a talk about, you know, she's been very, very great about it. you know, she creeps in nice and quiet for me and that, but she just came and interrupted me to show me that her two pretzel sticks are stuck together. Oh my goodness, too funny. Alright, let's do the sandstorm again. Let's see if we can get this guy. Oh, and he got me before I could get him. Nuts. I say nuts as I bring in the mechanical squirrel. Man, this guy's strong. Do I repair? It might be a waste. I'm going to repair right now before this guy totally knocks me dead. This mechanical squirrel is amazing. I love it. And right now I've got his abilities set up to repair like that. So as long as I time it right, he can usually solo stuff, which is kind of nice because of his repair ability and resetting his health. I don't know. Let's see if it's going to work against these guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Let's go into repair mode and see what happens. Oh. Oh. Wow. So close. 375. I only had 375 more. Alright. Well, that team's not good enough. I'm going to have to do some research, but I'm not going to sit here and do research that you guys can't see. I'm not going to do that. So, let's run around to the rest of my garrison. Let me pick up a few things. Take you guys into the mine and stuff, and if you haven't seen a garrison, because if you're a newer player like me, like these garrisons were introduced in Draenor. But I kept hearing people talk about them, and I've heard that what really got me going to start a garrison was I need to start some work orders. Was I've heard they're good for leveling pets because your battle repair time is less. It's like cut in half in your garrison. You can get a bunch of pets from your garrison buildings, and it just had a lot of pet perks. So that's my main reason for starting a garrison. Of course, I didn't realize it would have the added bonus of just being being a secluded private place for me to hang out in WoW, right? I know. People say WoW is supposed to be... Come on. Why is that? Oh my goodness. Come on. Why? What's going on with my loot? Wow, I'm lagging here. Wow. Yikes. Oh, I should dismiss my pets while I'm here. They get in the way. I know WoW is supposed to be about playing with other people. And I do. But the reality is, I don't. I haven't made a lot of friends in WoW. I've got some friends in WoW. But I'm not to the point where there's always somebody on when I'm playing. And I do spend a lot of time alone. I think I'm going to get to run some dungeons this weekend. That'll be fun. Get to run it with a fun group of people who... Draenix Seed Collector achievement. Collect 500 draining seeds. Rewards. Unlocks herb garden level 3. Sweet. Sweet. I'm going to get to upgrade my herb garden. You know what? Let me tweet this out. Woohoo. Woohoo. Upgrading the herb garden. I'm not a big dungeon person, but I don't mind doing dungeons with people who it depends on the experience, honestly, because I've run dungeons and raids with people who just leave me behind, don't explain stuff, things like that, and I feel so lost, and it's not fun. And I've also, you know, have done dungeons and raids with people who are patient and kind and explain everything step by step. And that's what I need because I'm not a raider. I'm not a big dungeoner. So I need that. And that's part of why I've started this whole thing. That's what More Than Mythic stands for. It stands for that there's more than raiding in WoW. I know raiding and gear and all that is a big part of WoW, and it should be. It should be. But that's not all WoW is. There's so many facets to WoW, like the pet battling, like transmog, like roleplay, and let me call my. Well, you know what? I can one-shot this guy. There we go. Sometimes they drop pets, but not a pet today. But I always see, I kept reading stuff. I've done a lot of research and a lot of, in my learning, trying to learn and catch up of, when I was 14 years old, trying to catch up on 14 years of knowledge that most other players have that I don't. I've done a lot of reading and a lot of research and have read a lot of forum conversations, and there's just this really negative feeling toward casual players like me who, don't spend all their WoW time in raids. Like, if you're not a raider, you get looked down upon, you know? But I only get a couple hours a day. I'm going to be spending more time now that I'm trying to stream for you guys. But oops, here's another guy. Wow! Down. Those guys are cute. I have a pet that's like those guys. They're cute. I like them. I like them. But there's so many people I would come across conversation after conversation of other people like me who have different interests in WoW that aren't raiding or who only get a couple weeks, who don't have the highest gear levels. And why should we be put down and belittled? There's so much to do in this game. Professions. I haven't spent nearly as much time on my professions as I should. But all of that stuff takes time. And yeah, if you're a raider, you're going to put all your time in raiding, and that's great. I watched the race for world first. I thought it was great. I don't put down raiding. I'm just not a confident raider. I need more. I need to go kill some more beasts in order to do some more leather work. I'm just not a confident raider. But that's just me, And I hope to one day be a confident raider. Whoops. But why should anybody be put down because it's not their specialty? I've been in raids before. I've left raids in tears. All right? And it's not a fun experience to be made to feel like you're less than. And you know what I was told when I left the raid in tears? Why you gotta take it so personal? Well, because it was personal. And it was an instance where I get it. I was there. I was definitely undergeared. And I went because my friend was a raider. And, he was always making exceptions and questing with me. And so I wanted to be a good friend back. And, when he asked me for a raid, even though I, don't feel confident, I wanted to go for the raids too. So I said yes. And, he knew I was undergeared, and I knew, he said, just try to stay alive. And he's like, if you die, it's no big deal. I get it. But then, he wasn't leading the raid. His buddy was leading the raid. And his buddy is a big raider and said some really not so nice things. And I get they may not have been directly at me, but I fit the bill. So it's not cool with me either to be in a group where they talk about that, but oh, okay, Jen, you're the exception because you're friends with so and so. You suck, right? You suck. You fit the bill. You're undergeared. We're wiping because of undergeared people who aren't stacking. Me, I'm in that group, but no, we're not talking about you. We're talking about everybody else. They put out a message saying if you're undergeared and you're not stacking, you're going to get kicked. I fit in that category. And granted, yeah, I was with my friend who's told me it's all right, but I'm still in that category. And I didn't like the terminology that was being used. Worthless. And I joked in the Skype chat to my friend. I said, see, I'm useless. Raid leader just said. And, he was like, stop, they're not talking about you. But they were. They were. The only reason they weren't is because of who I knew. And that didn't sit well with me because I don't want to be in with a group of people who feel that way. Because I don't feel that way. You know? Then don't. Don't invite anybody. Me included. You know? I mean, this was a Legion raid, so I wasn't even really getting a benefit out of it. Any gear I was going to get or anything was going to be useless to me anyway at this level. It's rubbed me so wrong. My own experiences in WoW, in which people look down about people not up to snuff with their gear or their raiding abilities, and that's not who I want to be. That's not how I want to play. And that's the whole inspiration behind More Than Mythic. And I've said it on Twitch before, and I wanted to say it here too, because that's where I'm coming from. I want to include everybody. Like, I love this game, and I love enough different aspects. Let's do it. Let's do it together, right? Like, let's have fun. I told this story on Twitch yesterday, and I'm going to retell it here real quick, and then we'll try and run through something real quick before I have to go. I was out farming. I was farming some stuff. Actually, let me go do that. Let's head back that way for right now, instead of just sitting here looking at me sit on my fox. I was farming some leather and stuff, and I went to my favorite spot, and the area has a couple of opportunities. I picked what I thought was the best spot, and I like that spot because the mobs respawn pretty darn quick. Usually, I tend to kill things as my hunter. I kill things one or two at a time. I don't pull really big mobs. I don't want to get too overwhelmed. And actually, sorry, let me look at the map. I took the wrong flight path yesterday, so let me make sure. Let's go to Fletcher's Hollow. Let's try that. Or is it Hangman's Point? Shoot. Fletcher's Hollow or Hangman's Point? Well, Hangman's Point doesn't have a flight path. Or yes, it does. Hangman's Point. Okay, let's try Hangman's Point. I can't remember if it's I can't remember if it's Hangman's Point or Fletcher's Hollow. But I picked out my spot and I was killing stuff and I actually moved. I originally started with there's some pigs that is a good spot, but I had problem with people tagging my kills. And that's great. I get why they're doing it. If they're questing, then they need, and you need X amount of number of kills. You're going to, if you hit somebody else's, if you tag somebody else's stuff, then it still like counts for you, right? The kill. But if they don't loot it, then I can't skin it. And I got very frustrated because I was trying to skin stuff for the leather and I kept just getting dead pigs that I couldn't skin. And because they weren't looting it or whatever and doing their part to loot the kill. So I moved over to another area and was killing there and somebody else showed up. Let me see if this is the right. I'm not sure where I am. Sorry, guys. Let me mount up and go see. I think it's over this way. Call my pets. So somebody stopped and they said, are you questing or farming? And I said farming. They're like, me too. They're like, what are you farming for? They said, I'm doing leather and meaty haunch. And I said, yeah, me too. I said, me too. And they're like, okay, well, you were here first, And I thought that was very kind, right? Because you don't normally meet people who are that polite. My experience mostly is people just kill your shit and take your shit, right? They don't care if you were here first. And granted, it's the game is open to everybody. And this isn't my spot, right? It's not. Oops. Oh man, I pulled both of them. It's not my spot. But I like when people show a little consideration in game because you don't always get that. And this was all in whisper. They were whispering this stuff to me. And I whispered back and I said, they're like, well, I'll leave you be. I'll go find another spot. And I whispered and I said, well, you don't have to leave. I said that they spawn here enough that as long as you're sticking to your own kills and not tagging my kills, I said, that's fine. I'm cool with you being here and killing stuff. Like I said, these things spawn so fast over here, And we ended up having a really nice whispered conversation. Whisper is kind of like the private message of WoW. And I ended up having a really nice conversation with this person about rude people in WoW and stuff. And like, I'm just tired of rude people. And I think there's enough nice players out there that we need to stick together. We need to stick together. We really do. And I appreciated that. Like, I feel better being nice to people. And I don't understand people who aren't nice to people or show some respect or enjoy being rude. We had a conversation, me and that player had a conversation about people who come in and steal your not your loot, but like if you're mining, say, ore, if any of the gathering professions, sometimes you have to. Oh shoot, I just did it. Damn it. Damn, sorry. I need to whisper to this person, sorry. Sorry, I didn't see you hit that before I did. I try to be a nice player. I try to be a nice person. It's a game. I don't see any reason to be rude about it. So, um, so no, whether you're raiding any aspect of the game, I don't think there's any reason to be rude about playing the game. It's a game, and I always feel good when I am nice to people. Wow, they're like not responding. That's interesting. They're not spawning as quickly as they were the other day. Um, anyway, I'm on a soapbox. I need to get off my soapbox. I want to keep my feed, my stream positive. Positive, positive. They're not spawning. Holy crap. But that's okay. I really wasn't going to farm. I really wasn't going to farm. I just wanted to do something while I was talking to you guys because I didn't want. Oops. I did not want to just sit there. I wanted to give you guys a visual while I'm talking. But what do you guys want to do? Do you want, well, I was originally thinking I don't have much time left, but I was kind of thinking we could either just keep farming, because I do want to keep raising up my, I haven't spent too much time on my profession. I recently switched to leatherworking. I'm trying to level that up. Or we could go through an old dungeon and try to get a mount. There's a lot of mounts that I don't have yet. I've been focusing more on the pet collecting than trying for mounts. And where'd that person go? They just leave these? Well, I don't like passing up skins that are just sitting there. But I don't want to steal other people's skins either. So what do you guys think? Got like 20 minutes. Might take 20 minutes to get somewhere else. And these aren't really respawning as much as I thought, so I don't know if these would be... Oops. This might not be as fun. Farming isn't very fun. Usually I put on some music. I mean, this is what farming is, right? Just killing a bunch of stuff over and over. But because I've leveled... Oh, here they are. Now they're all going to overwhelm me. Now they're respawning all around me. Usually I put on some music and just focus on the music, right? Because this stuff is all so repetitive. So I usually just focus on the music and farm, farm, farm. I'm trying to think of a quick, it would have to be a kind of a quick dungeon. On some other days, streaming days, I might be able to go a little bit longer, but because my daughter is home on winter break, I want to make sure today's her last day too. She's been so patient and so kind. I don't want to be the mom that ignores my babe, because she is one fantastic babe. She's a smart cookie. And she's been so kind. Too far away. I don't know, maybe I just stay here and we can go back and level up some professions. I wish I could play music for you guys. That runs into, and I know some streamers doing that, but that's just that is an area I don't want to deal with right at this moment. With all the copyright issues and stuff. I'm just not going to worry about that. Maybe in the future, but not going to worry about it right now. There's no music right now, and I'm not even sure what music I would listen to. My favorite artist at the moment is Under Scrutiny, which is not surprising, but at the same time, it's still disappointing. Nobody likes to see. I always, anyway, I don't know about anybody else, I always like to see the good in people. And even if I know they're not 100% on the up and up, because sometimes you can just tell, and artists especially, like, if you think about it, think about the really creative, the really awesome artists. I don't think it's any secret that most of them probably do have issues, mental issues. I think most creatives do. I think it's a lot of it. A lot of it sometimes is what contributes to the creativeness, right? So, like I said, I'm not surprised that he's under scrutiny, but I am disappointed. I never like to hear bad things about anybody. And I've had some people not believe that, call me fake. Well, I'm not. There's enough hate in this world. I always want to think of everybody in a positive light. But at the same time, I know not everybody, none of us are totally in the light. We all have our shadow. All right, so how many leathers do I have? 109. Probably need a few more. But man, these guys aren't spawning as much. They were seriously spawning like crazy. I don't know if it's just the time of day or maybe it's dependent on how many are killed in the area. I don't even know how all that works. That's okay. I can kill some of these lizards. Lizards. They have the shimmer scale. And I can make some shimmer scale stuff. So killing a few of those guys probably won't hurt things while we wait for these quill rats and they're starting to repopulate, but we'll do some variety. I guess we'll just do this, guys, because there's really not a whole lot of time left, but I will be back streaming tomorrow on the other platform that begins with a T. And then I'll be back here on Friday, and I promise I will be prompt. I know I was late starting today, and I do apologize for that, but she will be back in school, so there really should be no reason why I shouldn't be prompt. No reason why I shouldn't be prompt with you guys the next 2 days. So tomorrow I'll be over on that other channel that begins with a T from noon to 2. And then Friday, I'll be back here on Facebook from 9:30 to noon is what I'm going to strive for. And I'm kind of splitting it up because I'm new at this. Oh, they're pulling them. I am new at this, and I honestly don't know which platform's better. I think they all have their pros and cons, and I'm kind of going to mix it up and kind of see how it goes. If it gets too crazy, I may pick one, um, and that may be the secret to getting some traction. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun today, and I hope you come back on Friday. Wow, look at me and that other person like cleared everything out. Holy moly. Let's kill these guys first. I think I need more coffee. I feel myself kind of just losing steam. You know what I need? I think it's time. It's lunchtime. When I part with you guys, I'm gonna do some lunch with my kiddo and refuel because I'm feeling a bit lullish at the end of stream here. Do you guys ever feel guilty about killing and the sleeping ones? I mentioned that yesterday on the other platform. I kind of feel a little guilty. I don't know. Shooting things in the back from behind, or not gonna lie, feels a little underhanded. Even in the game, I know it's just a pixel animal. I still feel weird about it. But that's why I'm the geek that I am, right? Because most people don't feel bad about killing a sleeping pixel animal, but it just reminds me too much that people do it in real life, right? I mean, there was the reports of those guys, that's father and son going into a hibernating bear's den and just murdering like the whole family. And I do say murder because I do in a real life situation. Seriously, if they're sleeping in their den, it is murder. It's just they're not that's their safe spot. That's their sacred space. They're not expecting to be killed right there. You know, it's just I don't believe in that at all. So, and I don't remember what punishment they got, but what cracks me up is that they weren't expecting to get caught, and they wouldn't have fessed up until they realized and saw there was like a research camera. So they wouldn't have even have fessed up, you know, and that's real crappy. It's real crappy. There are crappy people in the world. And I know I can be a crappy person. I say that because I am guilty of it too. I wouldn't do anything that crappy. I'd like to think I wouldn't do anything that crappy, but I guess who are we to judge? But I'm judging because I just think it's a crappy thing to do. Murder a sleeping, hibernating bears. Anyway, I dislike killing the bears in game. I love bears so much. I mean, I do it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Hmm. We're gonna have to go on I'll have to take you guys hunting with me because I don't have the spirit animals, any of the spirit pets yet. And I need a spirit pet because I heard they're very useful in raids and things like that. So they provide extra healing. So I need to get me one of those. And there are some really nice people on Discord who actually help with that. And if I can't find them on my own, I may have to take some of those people up on their offer to help me tame a spirit beast. They log on to their servers. They've got characters just camped at some of the spawn points. Whoa. And they check them periodically. And if they're spawned, they will post messages on the Discord and let people know. And the first person, to claim it gets to go and tame it, which is kind of nice because it can be a long time. It can be hard to catch those rare spawns sometimes. Although I did the other day. Oh, and yes, I do wish I was streaming at that time because you guys would have laughed at me. I was so freaking excited. I caught a rare. Just happened to be riding by. I was on my way to somewhere else, but I purposely took the route past one of the rare spawn points in, this is in Draenor, and I was on my Horde character at the time, Frost Ridge, whatever that's called. I don't even know, but there's a spawn point up there. I was on my way to one of the pet trainers and passed by, and my NPC went off, and I screamed because I wasn't expecting. I mean, I was going by the route, just in case, but you don't expect it to actually happen. You don't expect it to actually spawn right in front of you, and it did. And I got it. I got there, and there was nobody else around, and it was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing experience. I just need that to happen with the spirit beasts. I need to do that with some of the spirit beasts. I want the bear. There is a spirit bear. I want the spirit bear. And I want the spirit owl. There's an owl too. I think the owl, you have to be in a certain phase, though, of the questing. So that one's going to take a little bit more work because I haven't done the quests. I think it's kind of level 80-ish. And I honestly haven't done any of those quests. It's in Hyjal, I think. I've got a level, what is it, a level 76 Death Knight. But after I created him, I created my Demon Hunter, which starts at 98. So I kind of made the skip from 60 to 98 and missed all that in between the 80-ish and 90-ish questing stuff. I still want to do it. I still want to level up my Death Knight. And maybe that's something I can do on Friday. Maybe we can do some leveling on Friday. I'll have to see. I'll have to see what my goals are. You guys need to tell me what you want to see. Because I got characters I can level up. I still haven't taken my hunter here, my Alliance hunter, through the most recent war campaign. She hasn't been through it yet. I've been putting it off, and I really need to because I need to complete some questing. The Kultaran allied races. Let's go back. What is it? Yeah, it's almost time to go. Let's go back. The Kultaran allied races are going to be being released, and I want one. I'm going to make a druid. A Kultaran. Sorry, I'm stretching. A Kultaran druid. But in order to do so, I need to complete some quests. and one of them's really hard, and I need to figure out how to complete it. And I probably should live stream it because you guys will crack up. There's this one quest that is so freaking hard, and maybe I'll have to ask my friends how they did it. Oops, and ask for some tips. Wait, did I get greens? If I got some greens, I should. Do I have high level greens? I do have some. Alright, let me mail these. Actually, I won't do that right now. I don't need to do that right now. Let's go visit Liz. So I already introduced you to my buddy Phil. Liz is my other buddy here. She's usually the one I see. If I'm not doing islands, I come and visit my buddy. Risky Liz, right? Like you kind of, don't you kind of wonder what their backstory is? She's the one I sell most of my junk to. So she's amazing. I love Liz. And I don't think I'm going to sell anything just yet, but guys, we're kind of wrapping it up, aren't we? I could go, let's do this real quick. Let's go make, I was talking about the professions. Let's go up and go to the, I'll show you guys. I was trying to do fancy cuppa. Oh look, I got new stuff. Sweet. Tempest hide pouch. Oh, that's right. I was creating tempest hides. Let me... I don't remember what I was creating, you guys. I think I was doing the tempest hides, but now they all look green. It was the hardened tempest hides. Why am I not seeing it? Coarse leather. See, I'm only at 84 out of 150. I've been trying to level up, but I've been lazy about going and farming all that leather. Leatherworking patterns. It's not what I want. Oh, hardened tempest hide. What am I missing? Oh, I am missing the tanning oil. That's right. Alright, I'm gonna have to buy that. Okay. Alright. Hey guys. So, unless you guys want to see anything else in particular. Isn't Galtier's beautiful? Look at that. Look at that hole between the rock. Can we get over there? Do you ever do that? Do you ever just go adventuring? Do you ever go off the beaten path? See something cool and be like, hey, I want to go over there. These are some steep rocks, but we'll see if we can get over there. Ooh. I'm going to have to swim over there. I do it all the time. I love going off the beaten path. I love getting lost and just losing my focus. Right? How do I go from leatherworking profession to look at hole in the concrete. Let's go take a look. Where was it? Up that way. But I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think Azeroth is beautiful. Oh, and look, there's a treasure up here somewhere. So see, I was meant to see the hole so I could do the treasure. Let me mute, guys. Hold on one moment. My daughter's here. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. So it looks like the treasure's in here. Hey, look at that. Wow. I think that's a great way to end a stream, don't you think? I had no clue there was treasure in here, but sometimes life just leads you that way. I looked up, saw that hole, and there's the treasure. How about that? Pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Sometimes, isn't that like a metaphor for life? Sometimes you just gotta go off the beaten path and take a chance. I guess I will leave you guys with the hole, the beaten path, the treasure. It was awesome. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you had fun, please join me again. I'll be back here on Facebook on Friday from 9:30 to noon. And if you happen to be over on that other platform that begins with a T, I'll be there tomorrow from noon to 2, hopefully. Might be a little bit earlier. Um, Depends. But definitely I'm going to try and stick to my schedule. 12 to 2 tomorrow on the T platform. And I'll be back here to Friday on Facebook from 9:30 to noon. But have a great one, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.